once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Trying to establish the run. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bulls have their offense in high gear. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the timing just a hair off.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it. Again. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Turning it on. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Touchdown, Bulls! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And off to Jones. They put the brakes on it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss. 2nd
down to the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hands it off. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Drops back. It's Van Buren. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a crease. Got the 1st down. There he goes. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just smothered on the play. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Under pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's past the sticks. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Finding some room. Touchdown, UTSA! Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This USF offense will open this drive right here. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it in his belly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout, and his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to go up top on second down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the UTSA offense will take over.
UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Back to pass on second down. Rush right in his face. He's going to run it. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Turns it upfield. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Roadrunners will snap it on first and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback. And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Wants to throw one first. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, UT San Antonio! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Working the ground game. Crosses to 40. Ripping through the defense. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Longhorns looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring play.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lucky to get it off.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body and with the mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
3rd and long coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They're working that left side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The ride. Swarmed under 5-yard loss on the play. And it's the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Swamped immediately.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to... That one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, I mean, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Back's got it on the screen. Got room at the 35. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Look out! He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. Just left that ball well short.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Roadrunners! A great catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the point after is good.
16.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. It'll be a draw. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. The Bulls send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quick give. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Sells to fake. Rushes on, and down he goes.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Handoff to the lone back. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nearly intercepted.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Second and long here. Looking to throw. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he... Pass, it's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the third quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This USF offense will open this drive right here. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Hudson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They give it back to him. Turning it on! He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They try to pop a run on the draw. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking left. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Bulls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Give to the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Left side is Rodgers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Parks. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Gets it into the end zone. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Trying to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And the Roadrunners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Play action on 1st down. fires to the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Out wide right, it's Hudson. Down he goes.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, UTSA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And he puts through the extra point. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They go to the draw. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Porter. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Back's got it on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible. But when you have that kind of record, The possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.